Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've said that. Like 7 years long. Like it's been a long time. It's been a while. How y'all been doing? Like, for those of y'all that are still here, that are still subscribed to this channel, hello, old friend. For those of you that are new and maybe are here from like other social media platforms, or you're my client or customer, whatever, or if you just like found me on here, hello and welcome to Sanctuary Venus with Skin Priestess. It is me, Skin Priestess. I'm just gonna jump straight into it because I don't want no super long video, and y'all know I'm a yapper. Okay, where have I been? So like all of my videos before this one are privated, like only I can see them, because I just wanted a fresh start, but I didn't want to make a new channel, and I was just like, eh. And it wasn't like I was going to, this channel was already Skin Priestess. It was already Skin Priestess. But I'm like, let's integrate that more with my business. So that's what we're doing. Where I last left off, I was talking about, because that was 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago. I was talking about some parts of my spiritual journey. I was talking about, becoming an herbalist, and I was at the very beginning of my aesthetics career, and I had gotten laid off. Oh my goodness, from like one of my spa jobs. It's been a long time. I was like just starting my business. Baby, it has been a while. It's been a while. So like I said, I don't want this video to be too long, so let me catch y'all up. I got my notes here so we can stay on track. Okay. But yeah, my spiritual journey. I also my health was starting to like unravel around the time that I left. I've always had like chronic health issues, but things started to really take like a nosedive, like with postpartum mood disorders and chronic pain disorders, and this was pre-COVID, okay? Pre. And it wasn't getting better. And but that was, intertwined with, that a certain part of my spiritual journey and becoming who I am today. So, I still have chronic health issues, but we are in control. We're in control. We're getting questions answered. And yeah, I'm doing what I need to do, okay? 3 years after, I guess, my last video, the pandemic started, and that was a whole thing, being a mother with 2 young kids. I was already homeschooling before the pandemic, and I'm still homeschooling now. And, health issues, aside from health issues, just parenting, being a parent. I got married, and, well, I got married, I already had kids before we got married. And just life, baby, life been happening, but also I've been just trying to navigate, like, okay, what is my skincare philosophy? What is my beauty philosophy? What am I even on YouTube for? What am I doing? What do I want to talk about? What do I need to talk about? I don't want to just be another channel. I don't want to just be another esthetician talking about some shit. You feel me? And I wanted to also make sure that I wasn't just showing up as one part of my professional self because I have more titles than esthetician. I don't want to say like just esthetician because there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I have other titles, you know, like herbalist and astrologer and priestess and two-headed doctor and poison doctor. Like, I have so many names, so many titles. And it's like, we need to, you know, we need to encapsulate that. We need to, you know, I didn't want to just be show up as one thing, but I also know that I don't have to get up here and just like, hey y'all, here's my whole, here all my business, here my whole life story. We ain't gotta do all that. We ain't gotta do all that. But it is important that I always show up as authentically as I need to get what I need to get done. But yeah, like it's been 13 years since I started my very first YouTube channel. It wasn't this channel. It was a different one. I had just graduated high school, left Texas, went to Florida for college, and man, I was just a girl with a dream, baby. I was just into makeup. I was just getting into makeup, like really getting into makeup, and I wanted to document that. And so that's what I did. And then I got pregnant, and I started documenting that. And then just all of this thing. And then this became like a lifestyle channel and da da da. And then I was kind of showing my kids and you know, my then boyfriend, now husband. But I was like, I gotta get my family off the internet. I also, on an astrological tip, I was also going through my Ketu Mahadasha. So if you are, you know, a student or an enthusiast of Vedic astrology, then, and you know about like Mahadashas, I was in my Ketu Mahadasha as well. And I'm in my Venus Mahadasha now. But I mean, like, I have Venus Ketu together, so it's like, but I was in my Ketu Mahadasha, and baby, I pulled all the way back. I fell all the way back from YouTube because I just didn't need to be on YouTube at that time. Period, point blank. There were so many times where I was like, even recorded videos. I was like, I'm gonna come back. Baby, and come back. It was not time for me to come back. It was not time for me to come back, but it's time for me to be back. And so I'm back. I'm here. What's up? But yeah, I didn't want to continue making videos that I felt were going to like pigeonhole me into like one category, one topic, one thing. And because I could start feeling like in prison, baby. I'm like, get me out of here. So I didn't want to do that. And so I fell back. So while I'm not completely deviating from the topics that I was previously talking about on YouTube, on this channel in particular, the way that I'm engaging with these topics are different. When I'm grown, like I'm 31 now. I'm 31 now. I'm not in my mid-20s anymore. Like, you know, I'm at the end of my Saturn return. I only got like a few months left. I'm at the end of my first Saturn return. Sidereally, tropically, I don't work with tropical, but I know that a lot of people do. Tropically, my Saturn return been over, but sidereally, my Saturn return is almost over. You know, I'm just, the way I'm engaging, and I'm a veteran esthetician now. I'm not a, there's nothing wrong with being, you know, a rookie esthetician, with being new, and nothing wrong with that. There's immense value in that, and so many first year, second year, third year estheticians have built, you know, great brands and have, you know, I'm not, it's nothing against that. I don't like when people, you know, try to look down. It's like, you were there once before too, you know, but I'm a veteran now, you know. Once I hit that 5-year mark, okay, and next year will be 9 years, babes. Next year will actually be 10 years since I started beauty school. So, and you know, before that I was a makeup artist. So I've been in the beauty industry for over a decade, and it's just different. I'm different. I've gotten other trainings. I'm in other trainings right now to get other certifications and such. I'm not gonna speak too much on that. I like to speak kind of like after I've done it, and be like, oh yeah, y'all, I also got this certification. I got this license. And I got this. And What is Sanctuary Venus? First of all, some of y'all probably like, wait, didn't you have another business? Like, what happened to Moonstone Blades? Like, what happened? Late summer 2023, I closed Moonstone Holistic as like a client, because like a public facing business. And in 2021, I had created and opened up my skincare and wellness brand, venusian.ceremonial.art. And I had it kind of separate. I had Venusian and I had Moonstone Holistic, which I was just like, we're just gonna. So when I decided to do like a revamp, like to do like a relaunch for Venusian Ceremonial Art, I was just like, I can close Moonstone Holistic as and like the products that I was making like under that name, I can close that down and I can just like put things together just more cohesively. And so the Sanctuary Venus was born. Sanctuary Venus is many things, but it is a spa, a skincare, wellness, and mystical gallery and marketplace, a healing art school, and a research room. Experience the reverential poison art of beauty and hygiene rituals. And this is probably the easiest way I can describe Sanctuary Venus, because Sanctuary Venus has many parts, like I said, spa, marketplace, gallery, because Venusian Ceremonial Art is, my art gallery. It's me as an artist, but also a scientist, and it's really based off of ancestral technologies and not just like, oh, it's herbalism, like, yes, but it's like this actual spiritual technologies behind them. So it is occult based, as well as modern technology, and marrying the two. And it's not that so many brands are like, oh, ancient meets modern. So many, especially in the last like 5 years, so many brands are like, oh, old world meets new world. Like, so many beauty brands, so many estheticians are like, oh, old world spa therapies and da-da-da. And so many wellness centers, so many. This is not, so many. But I'm not new to this, baby. I'm very true to this, okay? Been living like this my whole life. But this is something that is truly a passion, and not just passion, it's my purpose. It's part of my destiny. This is what I love to do. This is, beauty is my religion. And beauty is very, very, very political, always has been, and always will be. And medicine and healthcare also, and art also, very political. The occult, very political, always have been, always will be. All of these things. Despite this more, new age thought of the spiritual bypassing of like, oh, leave the politics at home and blah, 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 blah. And also, too, politics, y'all are even reducing politics to like elections. Okay. But these things have always been political. And, obviously I'm black. So, first and foremost, I'm showing up for my people. I'm Black American. I'm hoodoo, okay? So I'm showing up for my people. I'm showing up for, the diaspora. And, the poison of colonization and that anti-blackness has really just proliferated globally. And that has impacted beauty and what we deem as beautiful, who we deem as beautiful, the products that we use and the services that we get, and the trends. Like, all of these things are informed by societal standards, which were created by patriarchal regime. And that Euro dominance. You know what I'm saying? um, that's what beauty has really become, despite beauty and medicine and all of these things being cultural and being something that's very regional and very, different around the world as well as throughout the generations. And so when something like colonization happens, and I'm not just talking about, the colonization surrounding, the transatlantic slave trade, but even before that, okay, and all of these instances where cultures were, usurped and and I'm not talking about the purposeful blending of cultures to, keep lineages going. I'm not talking about that. I mean, like, y'all need to do what we say. Y'all need to live how we live because we said this and this our spot and we gonna take this and this our shit now. I'm talking about that, okay? To put very lightly, I'm talking about that, okay? So it's more than just me being like, we're gonna decolonize beauty. Like, yeah, but the word decolonize has become such a buzzword, and it's really hard to tell if people are really meaning that when they talk about it, especially when they're running a business, because it's like, you just trying to take my money, and it gets messy, it gets confusing, and ultimately it's counterproductive. So I'm like, let me kind of maybe say that word less, and like, let's talk about this from a slightly different angle. But yeah, Sanctuary Venus is all about body, mind, and spirit hygiene. And that, of course, includes addressing topics such as ableism and all of maybe the phobias, the fat phobia and queer phobia, general, just general anti-blackness, all of these things, because those things inform the way that we engage with hygiene and the way that we value or don't value hygiene, what we consider to be hygiene, things like clean and dirty, which the beauty industry loves doing, like, this is clean, this is dirty, blah, 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 blah. Baby, 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 baby. I'm here to address all that shit. It's not about, oh, I'm here to, it's myth busting, whatever word you want to say. But that's not even what I'm here to do. It's not even about myth busting per se. It's about, let's recalibrate. Let's actually address the poisons. But see, I'm a poison doctor, so I can help us address the poisons because I know what I'm doing. Sanctuary Venus, I know what it is going to grow to be, so I'll speak about more of those things as those things get closer and I'm ready to announce certain aspects of Sanctuary Venus, because like I said, there's different components. Oh, but also wait, back to the whole decolonized beauty. Decolonizing anything is more than just a one person job. And I know that a lot of people, they want attention. They want people to validate them. They want to be important. They want to feel important. They want to feel special. And so they're like, well, this is my philosophy and this is what we're going to do. And me, 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 me. And there's a time and a place for the me's, but it takes the work of many and not just the work of one. So for me to be like, I'm decolonizing, I'm, what, me? One person? How does that even make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So we're just doing things a little bit different. A little bit different than maybe what you're used to seeing in the wellness industry and the beauty industry. Just doing things a little bit different, doing things my way, doing things the Skin Priestess way, babes. And, I've been Skin Priestess EST 2015. You feel me? So, like, we are really, and so it's almost 10 years. Almost 10 years of Skin Priestess. Almost a decade. I kind of know what I'm talking about. And I'm really, excited for the future. The brands that I curate have certain standards, because it's about, one, a lot of black owned brands do not have the resources to grow, and so there's a lot of slow growth. Some brands even have to close up shop. And I know that a lot of us, uh we are looking for brand. We're like, okay, well, what brands are going to work for us? What brands are going to work? Like, what brands work? But not just work. What brands aren't going to sit up there after I done bought all these products? Is that brand going to now be like, I don't want black people using my products? Like, and then now you like, now I got to toss out these products. Like, well, I got to like not repurchase. And it's a vicious cycle. And it may be for some people who may be kind of unknowing, it seemed like that vicious cycle was ending. It's like, oh, more black owned brands are popping up. But baby, I'm in the industry for real, and I knew that that was a facade. I knew that that was a facade. And now you're seeing the money's dried up. Where'd the money go? Where'd the money go to develop these brands? You know what I'm saying? And then you have brands, we're expected to sell. And then who you're selling to? You're selling to not black people. So then it's like no longer a black owned brand, and then now there's issues with that. And then, Venusian ceremonial art will always, always, always be me. Owned by me. That's it, 100%. That's it, that's all. Period. But part of, what I curate brands that I know work for us first and foremost. Because I want y'all to come and shop and know that I thought about us. And it wasn't just like an afterthought of, oh, this also works. No. I'm thinking of us first. I'm thinking if there's a brand that just does not work for us for whatever reason, it's not going to be at the V Market. You get what I'm saying? So there are, the beauty industry is so fascinating. Beauty, wellness, occult industries, because that's why I'm sitting right there in that intersection of that crossroads of beauty and art and health, medicine, like an occult, sitting at that crossroads. We also don't have a marketplace for that, where it's like, oh, I can buy skincare, I can buy makeup. I don't have makeup yet. I can buy skincare, I can buy my beauty things, and I can buy my occult things. I can buy things for my altar. I can buy things. Yeah. Yes, you can. I can buy things for my home. Yes, you can. I can buy PPE. Yes, you can. So, as the V Market grows and I add more categories and things, y'all will see. Y'all will see the amount of intention and love that I put into curating the brands that I carry, the brands and the products that I carry, as well as the products that I make. I put so much into it. And the thing about like integrity is that integrity is something that, it's not about lip service. Integrity doesn't speak. Integrity is actually like, integrity doesn't have a voice. Integrity is all action. Integrity just moves. And so I can sit here all day long, video after video, being like, I have integrity. I know what I'm doing. But I have to move with that integrity for y'all to see, oh, she means what she says. She has carved out a space just for us, while also understanding that, her business has to be navigated in a certain way. Because, I can't even talk about it. But the things that I have planned, but I can't get to those things without this step and this step and this step. So I'm doing my steps, baby. My steps are ordered. I'm doing my steps how I'm supposed to, but that's so that I can continue to give back, because I do a lot of pro bono work, and all of that, because for people in need. Because I'm always gonna do that. I'm never ever gonna be too good, too advanced in my career, to anything, to not. I don't like the term give back. I don't really like that term, but to not show up for my community. Like, I'm not ever going to pretend like I exist in a vacuum and that nobody matters but the almighty dollar. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Again, with the systems and with boundaries and stuff, there's systems in place. It's like, this is how I make my money. And I make enough so that I can cover the pro bono work, right? So that I can cover that community work. Instead of, now I'm getting burnt out and now I can't show up no more. Now I'm out of commission and here's one less worker. Here's one less community worker who's available because I done overexerted myself, overextended myself, and now I'm down bad. Now I'm in crisis mode. And so I have to, I have to think about how I navigate my business, how I navigate my career. But yeah, we're not gonna make this video longer than it needs to be, okay? But you know what? This video is already longer than I did plan for it to be, and that's okay. Even when I edit it down, I know it's gonna be probably twice as long as I wanted it to be, but I had to say what I had to say. It had to get said, and it's been a long time coming. I've been trying to make this video for some months now, okay? But here I am. I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. Welcome to the sanctuary. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.